General, online we have received a few questions from members of the media. The first one is from Newsroom Africa. Can the Commissioner give us clarity on the nature of the investigation that the KZN Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, says was started into the Police Minister? What is the scope of this investigation?
Well, look, one does not venture into criminal investigations. The Provincial Commissioner did indicate what he's investigating, but one cannot venture into a criminal investigation, and the province have got the authority to investigate criminal cases.
Okay, and then the next question, General, it comes from Siavuya. Quick one, the dockets Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi referred to that were allegedly taken away to SAP's headquarters. What is the National Commissioner's understanding of that alleged decision?
Well, I think you have seen in the media, it is a to and fro. We rather leave that space to allow that we, as the President said, he will intervene, let him intervene, and those will be matters that are subject to investigation. It will not assist the nation that General Mkhwanazi says something, General Sibia says something, and I say something. And so I think the space has been met enough. Let's leave that for investigation.
And then the other question, General, what is the status of the political killings task team? Did the National Commissioner authorize the closure of the units?
Well, I'm sure you have not seen any letter that I've signed to close the unit. I have not signed it, and I don't think anybody have ever seen a letter where I've signed off the closure of the unit.
Another question from News 24. Can the Commissioner please advise if he was aware of the allegations Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi came forward with on Sunday prior to the press briefing?
Look, provincial commissioners have got the prerogative to brief media. Yes, he did indicate that he's going to brief media on the work of political task team, which for quite a long time we haven't done a briefing. So one does not really have a problem in him briefing the media on the work of the team, which even if the team was project manager was Lieutenant General Khumalo, who was leading the team, it is not a problem if he talk about it, because it is operating within the province of KwaZulu-Natal, which is his terrain.
Okay, General. Questions from Dr. Ndlozi from PowerFM. I think this is just repetition. Did you act on the instruction from Minister of Police to disband the political killings unit? I think you have responded to that. General Mkhwanazi claimed that over 150 dockets, 5 of which had arrests issued, were taken and sit in General Sibia's office. Can you confirm?
I wouldn't want to dwell much on that, as I said. That's what he's saying, and let that.
And in general, another one from NetValue 24, has the safety of Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi been beefed up?
Yes, it has. We have beefed up. Lieutenant General Khumalo, there's been that.
Okay. And then General, from Masemola, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi has been criticized by some for breaking rank by holding the briefing in which he made damning allegations. Has the Commissioner engaged him since Sunday? Have you met with him? How will the matter be taken forward? Any action against or in support of the
So the National Commissioner cannot now start taking action which will either be correct or wrong, be so, against whoever. So let's wait first, engage with the President, and from there we'll take matters forward. But of course, I'm sure you have seen Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi said what he had was facts. So let's leave it like that.
Okay. And then lastly, General, will the KZN Commissioner be protected and not be persecuted for his explosive investigation?
Well, in terms of physical protection. You know that, as I said, he's been getting threats to his life in that province. We have beefed up his security, but he won't be persecuted. From my side, surely there will be no persecution of any member of South African Police Service, not only him, but anyone.
And then what was the justification for the closure of the political killings task team?
Look, as I said, I don't want to dwell more in that regard. I don't know. I don't know the reasons, but I'm sure you heard Mkhwanazi said after Ket Nhlanhla was arrested, it became clear as to what the reasons were. So I don't want to get deeper into that.
Okay. And General, on today's firearms destruction from Colin Gambi, the firearms allegedly used to commit political killings and other high-profile crimes, will they be part of the destruction?
No. They won't be. Remember, there are still cases pending. So those firearms are still going to be preserved as evidence. So the society shouldn't think that I'm here to destroy those firearms. The cases are still pending, and those firearms has been linked to more than cases in any way, of quite a number of even artists killed in this country. So they are not about to be destroyed. They will be kept until those cases are finalized.
All right, General. And then lastly, to your knowledge, are there any members of the executive, including the police minister, who are being investigated for political interference in the work of the task team?
I'm not interested in answering that one.
Okay, I think that's all from the journalist, General, and I think that calls the end to our media briefing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nhlanhla. Much sound.